Hi, everyone. Hi, Brenda. I see you're here. I'm going to see if I can bring Lisa in. She had to step out for a minute.
I did hear. I
So,
am.
welcome
Hi,
to our second live of the day. We are happy to be here. We are going to take a little hiatus after today until January 3rd. So, you'll see us posting and stuff, but you won't see us live for a couple weeks. We're going to spend some quality time with our families.
Yes.
For the holidays.
Yes.
So today we are using my two new toner sets with Emerald Creek and Decofoil to create. It was inspired by my friend Madeline Arndt.
I love this.
Saw this,
Love
and
it.
it is a honeycomb ornament.
Love.
Now,
Yeah.
I wanted to do like hers was beautiful, but I wanted to do it foiled.
That's just gorgeous.
And it is beautiful. It does these paper packs come with 12 sheets, and I used 12 sheets of this and 12 sheets of my black toner. But right now I just got this all together. I still have to put a string on it and stuff, but I'm going to show you how I did it. And that's what our project is today. Also, like, share, and comment on this video to be entered for our giveaway for next week. Even though we're not here, we are going to announce a winner. So we'll put a graphic up and announce a winner and send that prize out before the end of the year, so that, well, we'll send it out right away next week, just so that it is done and they can use it for Christmas if they want. Lisa, you're muted.
I forgot. I
hear you doing stuff. I'm like, okay, I hear nothing.
Yeah. No, sorry. I was telling Rich. I was texting Rich to tell him to go grab Ruby because she was crying, and I didn't. He's picking her up. See.
But really, I couldn't hear her. Well, you were muted, but I usually can't hear her crying.
Yeah, you can't. She's quiet.
So, she's just a sweetie. So no worries.
Now that you can you hear that?
Well, that's because he's taking her out.
No, that's the other two.
Oh, that's the other.
Yeah. I mean,
that I hear.
You just. I'm gonna mute. You go ahead and just.
So we are just going to go ahead and get started. I am going to switch my camera, and I would say Lisa could talk, but she's muted. So there we go. So to do this ornament, I mean, it is so beautiful. Madeline did it. She's on Eileen Hall's design team, and she did it using one of Eileen's dies, but I don't have that die. But I did have a Sizzix die that I have had forever, and it is, this is the circle scallop. So it's a scallop circle, and it's quite large. And then I have the other one that has a smaller one and then a tiny one. So I wasn't sure which size to go with. I chose the big one because I'm not sure where I'm going to put this. But I think it's beautiful. And I'm glad I chose this size. So you can do it any size. Madeline did it with a regular circle die from Eileen. So it wasn't scalloped. So that's just a little bit different on there. And then I used my black and white Happy Holidays and Christmas Wonder papers for this, along with some of my black toner paper. So I'm going to show you. I know you guys have seen it before, but the foiling is just so much fun. So I'm going to I think I'll do the ornament one in red.
And
yes,
do you know the size of the ornament? Brenda wants to know
how big the ornament is.
Yeah.
Let me grab my ruler.
Yeah, how big is like the die, and then she can
the circle.
Yeah, I think
is
figure out from there.
Like 3 inches.
3 inches. Okay, that's what I thought.
Nope, I'm wrong.
4.
I don't have my light on. So it is 4.5. I think it'll be easier to do it with one of these. About 4 3/8.
Okay.
So it is, of course, that high too. And then I used, Madeline said to use between 10 and 12 sheets of each color. I did, I did 14 of each sheet. So because this is a heavier cardstock, and it just laid better once I did the entire thing. Hi, Beatrice. So, and that one just opened because these have just been glued this morning. And so it's still popping just a little bit. But this is 4 3/8. So, but you can do any size. And Madeline even shared a picture of someone who did it out of felt. And that was stunning. Felt comes in all the colors. And then they have felt that is sparkly and printed. So you have so many options out there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut some of this foil off and save this. So now I have tons of these little ones for sentiments and words and such. And I'll move this out of here and pull my laminator in, which I think has been heating up enough. And then I just use a piece of copy paper to do my foiling. It works well for me, so I don't mess with it. And as you all know, I put it through twice. So just because I get better results that way. Every laminator is different. You just need to test yours out to see what works best for you. So I'm going to show you the back end. See, it goes in one side, and you always put the dull side on top of the toner with the beautiful side up, and that's how it transfers. So at this point, I want to yank it out of the machine. But you just have to be patient.
No.
Which is like the hardest thing to do.
Oh my goodness.
But what this ornament I think is really good for is when you have foiled something and it didn't come out perfectly. I never throw any of these away. But even if I die cut it with this part in there, you're not going to see the whole thing. You just see parts of it. So I think that is totally fine. But that way, you never, ever waste any of your toner printed designs or foiled designs. So now this is the best part, of course. We tell you that every time. And you can see, okay, can you see all those bumps and ridges there? It's like where the heat went right into the ink.
And you know it's going to be pretty.
And look at that. Isn't that so beautiful? So then I would take this.
I love that.
And I would put it in here all by itself. And I'd run it through once just to flatten it out before I put it on a piece of black toner. But, you know, it just is so beautiful. I had somebody ask me that they're having problems with getting a good, you know, the foil adhered good. And always make sure you turn your laminator on. You use a hot laminator, turn it on, and let it heat up. I let mine heat up for about 15 minutes just because, you know, it has the little button that says ready, and it might be ready after 5 minutes, but I just find if I let it heat up a good 15 minutes, then I'm usually good. See how nice and flat that made that? And none of that transfers because this is just plain copy paper. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this on a piece of the black toner, and then I'm going to move it out of the way and I'll run it through twice, and then we'll do the reveal together just so that I can keep going. You don't want to sit and watch this, although it is intriguing how it works. So once you have this, I took my die, and because this is a Biggs die, you can layer at least 4 layers of this cardstock and cut it all at once. You know, if I'm doing fabric, I can do 8 layers sometimes. If I'm doing pattern paper that is lightweight, I can do 6 to 8, you know, so it just depends. Just try it. But if you're using a die, you can do 4 at a time. So that is an easy thing to do. So after you do that, you end up with all of these lovelies. Okay, so this came through once. I'm going to stick it through one more time.
Oh, those are so pretty, Anne. Oh my God.
And they're just beautiful. And I love using the black because
yes,
it just is so striking.
Yeah, it's a great contrast. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So I die cut a bunch of these out. You know, I foil everything and then I sit and die cut. So then I'm able to start putting this together. Now, when I did this, I took and folded right in the middle of one of the scallops, whereas I could have gone right between the scallops to do it, but I had done a couple and I just kept doing it that way. Here, I'm going to show you this real quick and shut my laminator off. The best part of this is you're using every speck of that foil. And isn't that, they complement each other so well. So get rid of that. Now, like I said, with this scallop die, you could fold it right in the middle and it would have been way easier. But the first one I did, I chose to fold it in half right through one of the scallops. And then I just oops, I'm going the wrong way. You want to go right sides together. And there we go. So I fold that in half, and then I just kind of worked my way around to make sure all the scallops met nicely. And then I came and folded the other one in half. And then I came in with a bone folder and just flattened it. So that's as easy as it gets. I'll do this candy cane one so you can see. Again, just I'm folding it right in half on one of the scallops. You don't have to, you can fold it in between. And then I just kind of work my way around and fold it there. And then I hold it to make sure they're all still lined up. And then take a bone folder and flatten it. That's how easy it is. So you can sit and work on this, and I have a bunch of them already folded. These are all red and white. And then these ones are the black and red.
Ooh, I love that black on plaid.
Oh, I know. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, man. I saw that real quick when you were flipping them open. Yes.
Yeah. Isn't that beautiful?
That's gorgeous.
So then you take one of the red and white ones and one of the black and white ones, and you're going to adhere them together. Now, you can use a glue stick. That works really well. You can use glue. Don't use a hot glue gun, but I'm going to use tape right now so that it will stick. But I would prefer to use glue. It's going to hold better, and you just have to wait till it dries. But just because we're here, I'm going to use a glue stick. And I have this little tiny craft sheet. You can tell it's very well loved. I stick it in between, even if I was using glue, just in case I get glue around the outside. That way it's not going to the inside of my circle. And I'm going to turn this because I want all of my patterns that have a direction to go in the same direction. So you can tape it. I would use, is my tape runner out? Okay, so we're going to use a tape runner. Let me grab a new one. Okay, I'm using a tape runner just so you guys can see how it goes together. So I'm taping along that edge. If you were gluing, I would glue the entire thing. So you have this one, and then we have a black and red one. And then you're going to line those up perfectly. And it's easier with glue because it doesn't stick right away. But I just start on one corner and match those scallops up. Now, if you're just doing circles, it's way easier than matching scallops. And you just match those up. And then you're going to take another red and white one to go next to the black and red. So you're just going every other in your color pattern. And I want to make sure it's going in the same direction as the ornaments. and line that up and then work around. And then just keep reinforcing it. Now we'll go with another black and red. So you do this until you have enough. Now, when I was doing this, it was a honeycomb that I was going after, but I'm going to show you. I think I like it not as a honeycomb too. I mean, really well. I'll show you what I mean. So line those two up and then bring it around. So you do all of these sections. Like I said, I did 26. So you just do it until you have all of them done all the way around. And here is another one that I started. So we can put these two together. And I'm going to show you. Now, if you were doing it with glue, I would do like 4 separate sections and then put them together instead of having this big stack. I want to line those up.
Do that.
Wait a second. That's going the wrong way. Oh no, the words go both ways. Okay, not a big deal. I was looking at some of the words, but they go in both directions. But really, I do want it to go this way. So I'm going to need to do another red one. And then I try to make sure I don't have the same patterns right next to each other, like a striped red and white one and a striped black and red one. Not that it would matter that much. I just didn't want the same ones right next to each other. And then I'm going to take and put this one on here. Now you would take more time, of course, and you would make sure you got really good down here by this edge. And I'm going to take and try not to get my head in the way. There. Line those up. Okay, so I kind of liked it like this. I mean, this only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But I kind of liked it. This would be half an ornament. I like it all open like this.
It is pretty.
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
But because I was going to do the honeycomb, I thought, okay, I'm going to do that with the green one. So that's what I did. I have that one holding just because it keeps popping. But I love the honeycomb. I think it's beautiful. I'm going to show you how to do it. But I think for this one, I would maybe finish it and make the other part red and black and white and have it like this, because I think that's beautiful too. But to do the honeycomb,
you mean to leave it flat, Anne?
No, to do the other half and put them together, and it would be much fuller than this.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You know, with all of them done, this would be half of it.
Okay.
But to make a honeycomb, so easy. I'm not going to actually do it with this one just because I want to leave it flat. So I have my glue, and this isn't even open, but I would about 1/2 inch up on the white. Well, on the white, you would just put a little tiny bit of glue and glue that. And then on the top part of the black and red, you would take and add about a 1/2 inch up, just a little tiny bit of glue. So I'm going to use some little tiny clothespins so you can see. So like this would be glued, and then you would be gluing the black and the red together. I got a bunch of little clothespins. So you would do the red and white, let's say at the top part, and the black and red at the bottom part. This one must be glued together. There we go. So then you would come here again about a 1/2 inch up, and you would be gluing the red and white. So even if I was gluing it right now, I would be putting these little clothespins on for you. And then you would come in here. So you're just doing every other one. And you can do this with all sorts of decorative Christmas paper. There's so many pretty glittered Christmas papers out there. You know, so in your stash, I'm sure you have something that you could do this with.
Yeah, but your digital paper, I mean, you know,
foiling makes it stunning.
Yep. Your designs are beautiful.
Well, and I just love the foiling. So, I mean, but you don't have to do it this way. You can do it with so many things. But you just do this all the way. And I would do a 1/2 of the ornament at a time. I wouldn't do the entire thing, and then I would glue the 2 pieces together at the end after it's all dried. Now, I put mine together actually in between Lisa's live and this live, and that would be why a piece of it keeps popping. Like just this one here, it just keeps popping. And it's the last one I did. That's why I know you want to work in small sections. But either way, if you make it as a honeycomb or you make it as just a beautiful full scallop ball, it's beautiful. And like I said, there is a smaller Sizzix die that is, I think it's like a 1.5 inch scallop circle and maybe a 2.5 inch. So you would glue all of those together. So the top, you would glue the white and red, and the bottom, you would glue the red and black. And you would let this completely dry, and you would put your other half together, same way. And then you would attach them. So you could use red liner tape if you wanted. If you didn't want to wait, if you didn't want it to set up and glue. But
yeah, I think the glue is better when you're going to be manipulating the paper. It just gives you a better hold.
Well, and it gives you that wiggle room.
Yeah, exactly. That
that's why glue.
Yeah, I mean, because I have cards and that I've done with, tape runners that have fallen apart after a few years, and projects that I've done with glue that are still sticking together. So
right. And that's why I would prefer you guys to use the glue and just do half of your ornament at a time. But like I said, I like it not as a honeycomb too. But
so pretty.
This one is all put together, and you can see. Okay, I'm going to undo that one that I have together. See, that was my last one. So it wants to keep popping. But isn't that just stunning?
It's so beautiful. I love it.
And then I thought I would just take some ribbon, and You could use twine, you could use ribbon, whatever your preference is. And I found some buttons, you know, so I got this round gold button. I have this. I didn't look through any of my green buttons. I just went right for the gold ones because they were handy. But I would just take a button that has a shank on it and some, this is like 1/16 of an inch thread or 1/8. And then when you put them all together, you have this hole here. And you're able to push this thread through that hole. And pull it out the other side. For some reason, I only have one here. Let me see. I gotta push this one through. But you can use like a thicker ribbon. You could knot it. You could use beads. You know, the wood beads are so popular right now. You could use wood beads at the bottom of it. You could put a tassel at the bottom of it. There's a lot that you could do. But I thought for the bottom, I would just take and see the shank will go right into that hole. And I would just glue that, oops, so that I would have the bottom. And then up at the top, I'm going to pin this one again. Just doesn't want to stay. But up at the top, then I would take some more ribbon. I couldn't find any of my sheer green ribbon, but I did pull some of my sheer red. Like I would take my sheer green and I would make a big, beautiful bow and then hang it. So that's how you make a honeycomb ornament. Brenda says, I don't think the glitter or foil papers alone would look as awesome as your foil digitals. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, this is just stunning because you're using every bit of that foil. And that's how easy it is to create that. Now, you can do honeycombs that are bigger, like you can do a tree shape and you can glue at 3 parts of the tree and open it up. You know, so there's all sorts of things you can do. Now, since I didn't glue this one, I just want to show you guys again how cool this is not put together. So this would just be, it wouldn't be called a honeycomb ornament. I'm not sure what it would be, but I think this would be beautiful as an ornament, and you do the other side because I don't think this isn't full enough. So you need 2 pieces. But yeah, that would make.
I love that open like that too.
I think I love it more.
Yeah, you can see the patterns much, much better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
I will finish this one up and I'll post it in our group later this week. But yeah, that's just, you know, so you can do either. You can do the honeycomb, which is beautiful in itself.
Yes.
But I really like this.
Yeah, I have to say
myself personally.
Yeah, I do too. It just, you can see everything so much better.
Right. You can see all of that foiled goodness, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and we all love, well, you guys know that Lisa and I all love the foiled goodness. So,
oh yeah, yes, definitely.
But either way, I mean, let me see if you can see it better here. Let me grab that. I mean, if it's like this, isn't that beautiful? I mean, you can see it. and it is beautiful. And if that's spinning, I don't know if I'll put it on the tree. I don't know if I'll hang it like in an entryway,
There
like
you go.
or
Yeah.
or what. But I do like it this way better.
Yeah.
Just because it just has so much more
All
sparkle.
of it. Although I have to admit, I could not remember how to do a honeycomb because I hadn't done one in forever.
Yeah, it's
And
a very old craft.
it is a very old craft. I remember doing them with my grandma when I
But
was
it's
little.
trending now.
Of course.
You know,
Well,
everything old comes back, right?
and those kind of things to me don't go out of style. I mean,
Oh, right. I mean, I was going through, like, I have decorative boxes that stack in like this room, my sewing room, my bedroom. So I have all these decorative, and inside all of them, I have these treasures that I've created through the years that I haven't taken apart. And but I have certain things that it's like, this is so dang cute.
Yes.
And I'll make it again. So I have lots of those kind of things that, and I was going through them and I was just going, oh my goodness, these would be so popular again right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. It's just one of those crafts that, it just is not going to die away.
Rebecca says, I have a chandelier that I could hang 3 of these on.
Oh, see, Becca, that's a great idea.
And they're easy to make. It takes a little bit of time if you're doing the honeycomb and you're gluing them all together and you have to wait for them to dry. But I'm going to take this off. But otherwise, I think I would make more of these ones. So like if you see them together.
Yes. So pretty.
Oops. They're the same size, but it's the way it's on camera. There we go.
So pretty though, Anne. What a great project.
Yeah, it wasn't the project I was going to do. But I saw Madeline's and I went, oh my gosh, that'd be so beautiful with foiled paper. Rebecca, I love all the patterns rather than glitter cardstock. Makes it interesting. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, and all of the patterns, they coordinate nicely together, especially when you're using the black toner paper. And you get the look of both.
Yeah.
So yes.
I'm glad you showed that because I wanted to show, using all of the foil, but with the black, but I forgot to pull black toner paper out of my stash. So I'm glad that you shared it because it's so cool that
it is, right?
Every tiny bit, it's just done.
I know, right? And like
love
it. This is all I have left of.
Yeah. See? Yeah.
And that's because I cut this and I probably cut it just a little too long. But I'd rather cut it a little too long and foil my whole piece than cut it a little short and have some of the black toner.
Yeah.
I love that it's so easy to make. Yeah, Valerie, it really is. So like if you guys make any of these, and Rebecca, if you put them on your chandelier, take a picture, put it in the group. We'd love to see it.
Yep.
That's what makes us happy when we see what other people are doing.
Yeah.
And
it's great inspiration for us too. You know, I mean, we get inspiration from you guys also, not just, us giving to you, we get it back.
Definitely.
Which we love.
Yes. The winner from last week.
Yes.
So the last week's prize was from Artistry.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be a prize package. So I'm sure it will include some markers, some, let me think. I'm sure I'll have markers. I'm sure I'll have some blanks.
Yeah.
Everything you would need to try it yourself.
Right.
And the winner actually is in here.
Yay!
We love when that happens. I mean,
when that happens.
Yeah.
That's exciting. So go ahead.
The winner for the artistry from last week is Karen Ramondo. So
Yeah,
Karen,
Karen.
congratulations. Yay.
Woo! Good job,
I
girl.
think we have your address because you were part of Bellicon, but
Yeah.
send it to us anyhow.
Yeah.
And then Lisa will send it off.
Yes. So send it to me, Karen. Send your home address to me. Just private message me.
Yeah. Yep. So then we'll get it sent off. Ashley at Artistry is really good
Yes.
about sending things out quickly. So you'll get it before
Mhm.
Christmas. So it's kind of like Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Congratulations, Karen. That's so cool. A lot of times she's not here during our lives, but she watches the replay a lot because she works, is what she has said.
She's on break.
Oh.
I know she's working during the day. So yes, I know she catches the replays. So yes. So
oh, that's so cute, Karen.
it is fun when they're here. It
Oh,
doesn't
it
happen
is.
very often.
It is. It's exciting. And it's exciting when it's a regular too. You know,
Yes,
one of our regulars that's here every week. You guys know who you are. And we love you so much.
we do. And we hope that you all have a very, very Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. If you
Yes.
don't, have a wonderful holiday season.
Yes.
You know,
Happy
we will be back.
Kwanzaa, the whole
Right. Everything. We
Yeah.
will be back January 3rd. We
Mhm.
will still be available. If you have questions, if you want to reach out to us, we're always available.
Yes.
But we are just taking a couple weeks off of doing our lives so we can get some stuff done. I actually did over the weekend cut out 16 pairs of pajamas.
Did you finally get to that?
I have them all cut out.
Oh, awesome.
Because on Saturday morning, my husband says, "So I see your pajama fabric is still downstairs." Because I washed it and folded it and
Yeah.
put it in a basket in the laundry room. And he said, "Are you going to start them or just the night before?"
Boy, does he know you.
He does. He does. So I said, "No, we're staying home today. I'll work on them.
Yeah.
It's just Saturday I was going to finish the website."
Yeah, you had a lot going on this last month, a whole lot.
So I didn't finish the website. I did the website Monday.
Yeah.
But I did. I got all 16 cut out. And
That's so cool.
they'll be easy to sew up. And I'm waiting on elastic to arrive because I have to order so much.
Yeah.
I just ordered it in bulk.
16 grandkids, 16 pajamas. That's a whole lot of sewing. A whole lot of sewing.
Yes.
I just barely got my grandkids' Christmas presents done. I'm just yesterday. I'm like, oh my gosh, and Rochelle's birthday is coming up on Friday. Happy birthday, Mija. She's
Yes.
gonna,
Happy birthday, Rochelle.
yeah, she's gonna be 42.
You don't say.
I know. Well, I was a baby.
I mean,
when
like,
I had her.
Audrina just had a birthday, one of my grandchildren. You could say that, but nothing.
Oh, she doesn't care. She doesn't. No, and I was just, like a toddler when she was born. So
Yep, I used to say I was younger every year as my oldest got older, but once it got down to like ridiculous, I gave up.
yeah.
Like, okay, fine. But I'm not old.
Of course not. None of us are.
So
I love
yes,
it.
thank you, Karen, Brenda. Enjoy your time with your families and happy holidays. Yes,
Yes,
to
you
all
guys-
of you too. So remember to like, share, and comment this video. We will announce the winner with a graphic next week and send that prize right out.
Yes.
And until then, you guys take some time to craft.
Yeah.
It is good for your soul.
It really is.
It really is.
Oh boy.
Lisa, with all of her medical issues, she's a testament to how good
Yep.
it is.
Yep. So love you guys. We'll see you all in a few weeks. Happy holidays.
Yes.
God bless.
Yes. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We will see you in the new year.
Yeah. Oh, New Year. Wow.
You know, right?
Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye.